So today we'll be looking into the saddest smartphone downgrades brands want you to forget. And if we take a look at the first comments in this video, let's read the third one. We can see that the heat is already being brought. See? Never forget when Samsung made ads mocking Apple for removing the charger from the box, only to do it themselves and then make those videos on their channel private. So we are about to witness a very good video. It's gonna be interesting, so let's get into it.
Samsung used a 10 megapixel 10x optical sensor and crop it in to 100x until, well, you got this garbled looking oil painting. But with the S24 Ultra, they downgraded to a 5x optical zoom.
Okay, so far we can see that they have been presenting us with a lot of evidence that is very surprising, not in the sense that we were not expecting it, of course we were, but it certainly makes us question whether Samsung's priorities haven't shifted from literally progressing and making upgrades to only getting the most profit from the phones they sell as possible, because that's what it looks like, you know, charging the same price or more and taking out features, downgrading either the lens or the Bluetooth on the pen. Sounds like they're just trying to increase profits without actually changing much. And this is even it aligns with how stagnated the design has been.
The US and China would get Snapdragon and the rest of the world would get Exynos because it's their own chip, so it's cheaper to make. And it was wildly known that Snapdragon versions are just better. They had the US,
and yet here we are presented yet once again with evidence that this might be a type of strategy that Samsung likes to apply. We all remember this thing when the same phone sold by the same price in different countries had different chips. So some countries were effectively buying a phone that was worse than the phone sold in other countries. And Samsung is still profiting the exact same values, allegedly. So yeah, seems like Samsung has been doing this type of things for quite some time. But let's continue.
Of the 10, which didn't exist, and then they released the 11 and the 12, which didn't have any Pro or T models. But that's not the problem here. The OnePlus 10 Pro had wireless charging.
Okay, so when it comes to brands scheduling their releases and picking names for their phones, it has always been messy. But when it comes to features being removed and then added back, I do feel like that can be beneficial for us as the consumer, in the sense that, well, think about this. Maybe in regards to this phone with no wireless charging, maybe there were people in that year that wanted to buy a new OnePlus phone, they wanted to upgrade to the newest OnePlus phone possible, and they didn't care about wireless charging. And so although I will confess that I don't know the price of that phone, but assuming it's just a normal price of a flagship, less the wireless charging, maybe they'll benefit from that. If it's still the same price even, but something else is being improved at the expense of not having wireless charging, so we are assuming that the money is being used to improve other parts of the phone, the consumer can win. And if there's someone who wants wireless charging, then the person can just wait another year and buy the next one, and everyone will be happy. It seems like it can help the consumer.
The Note 20 was worse than the Note 10 because it had a plastic back, but compare that to the Note 20 Ultra, it was a huge downgrade. It only existed to make the Note 20 Ultra look way better.
So all in all, companies like to increase profits, and they're not always serving improvement in itself as a way for society to get better and better technology. And that's expected, and it's up to us as consumers to stand ground and make our opinions heard. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm Techinthehouse, and I'll see you next time.